Hi, Phil Greenwood here. Today we're just going to make a snowman out of a piece of softwood. The reason we're using softwood is it's going to be painted, so there's no point using a hardwood. So I find whitewood as good as any. Redwood will give you slightly better finish and more denser timber, but whitewood's fine for what I need today. So the piece I've got is 70mm square by 145mm long. So if you like this video, please subscribe and click the like button as it helps my channel. So right, let's get on with it. So seen me rough down before, so that's just got it all roughed down, just so I'll be finishing off there with a spindle roughing out. But that's as good a surface as we need because most of it will be reshaping, so there's no point getting a fine finish when we go to reshape it all into a chuck, because I want to finish this end off so it's easy to go in a chuck. So again, I can just take this side down. If I go nearest chuck, I can see what size figure I need there. That's I'm having to check. Just one of them little tips again. I need a parallel spigot for my chuck, so just taking it down a fraction more. Make sure that corner's clean, and that's now ready to put into a chuck. So we'll just wait for the lathe to stop. So going between centres, revolving centre at that end, stem centre at this end. So when that comes out, and then it goes straight back in to a chuck after I've just cleaned them close, got a bit of mucky them close, and that can throw it off. Sometimes when people say it doesn't run through, it can be just down to a bit of muck in the chuck. So clean that off and then tighten it up, and that should be running almost through. It's always worth giving it a final run over when you've done that before. Right, so we're just marking where the waist is, where the hole is at the top, what the centre point from the tailstock speed. I use a template to mark it out roughly. So I've got the rim of the hat, where the neck is, widest part of the body and waist. So I'll just use a parting tool now to get rid of some of the waist at the top end. Just take that down, and then that gets rid of the waist wood there. Just remember how far your centre point may stick into a wood. So that's got that down so far. So as you can see, I've changed the angle now, so you can see me parting down the rest of it, and to get rid of the hole in the end. So that's right through to the centre. Again, just a rough clean up, because we will clean it off properly in a second or two. So just marking where the top of the hat's going to be now with a spindle gouge. So just roughly doing it. We don't need it perfect because that's going to be cleaned up with a screw chisel. So you can see we've got to the top again here, and just clean it up with that spindle gouge. Again, just going back to a side view or the end view, long point down for the screw, and then clean that up, and that will give an excellent finish. So that's going down now, get right to a point, that's cleaned off. Again, just clean down the top side of the rim with a long point. As you can see there, just going down with a long point, and then just clean up that corner. It's nice and clean. Next, we're going to part down the underside of a hat, just leaving a slight gap so we can clean it up properly, marking where the head and body is going to be, and that's got that defined. Now we can start shaping the head. It's too large at the moment, so we need to sort of take it down to a smaller diameter because the body's going to be the largest part. So just take it down again, just using spindle gouge, just roughing it down. That's all I'm doing at the moment on that part. Then we can clean that down now with the screw chisel. So just clean it down with a screw chisel to get nice and clean, and then we can go back and turn it with a spindle gouge. So just get nice and clean in there, and then go to the left hand side. Again, body's not too bad at the moment, it's not in the way, but just take it down a fraction more in diameter we will. You just look at it and you just know when it looks right. Again, there's artistic license will take you so far, but not clear your mistakes. So then turning the body into where the neck is. Again, a lot of this is done with parting spindle roughing gouge for starters, spindle gouge, parting tool and a screw chisel. Just parting down where the waist is, so I've got clearance to turn the bottom part of the body with a spindle gouge there. So again, it's just getting it all just right. Again, everyone's slightly different, but that's what makes them unique. So again, just turning the top part of the body into the where the neck joins. Again, get that nice and clean in that corner just there, and the smooth, start to smooth off the body. So once we've got that roughly shape, we can then take a clean cut by just going really slowly, and that will give a fairly decent finish even off softwoods. And just going to the right to clean up into a neck, so you can see the fine shavings coming off, really fine shavings. That's down to a sharp tool. Sharp tools are essential for turning any softwoods. Blunt tools will just rip it to pieces. Clean up there and just get right into that neck, and then just roll over that top part again just to tie it in. And then we'll just take the rim down of a hat just slightly, because it's just a bit too large. That's it with this. You can refine it as you're going along. Now we'll make the groove where we go to part it off. It's just to define where it's being parted off, and makes it easier for sanding. Also, it don't bring any splinters up on the wood body when you go in again with a parting tool. So go in there first before you sand, and then sand afterwards. Just going down there to create a bit of extra width. Tool rest away. Pulling tool rest away is quite safe. It's when you push it in you just don't want to when the lathe's running. Razor paper starting with 120 and going through 180, 240, 320 and 400. Again, extractor running to take the dust away. Normally I'd have a full face mask on and dust mask, but when you're recording audio and videos it's not always practical, but otherwise always do. So it don't matter if it's softwood or hardwood, do take care of your health. Safety glasses are always on. So just going through the different grades. Speed wise, still keep it same speed. So keep it same speed. If you sand at a quick speed, you don't need to press on, or you don't need to sand as much in one area, so it's quicker to go that way. I don't find it a problem. I know some people say always turn down the speed of a lathe, but I don't find it's necessary if you sand lightly and quickly. I've never had a problem with wood splitting or burning my fingers. If you're burning your fingers, you're just pressing on too hard. So again, that's got the turning part done, and as you can see, clean, no tear out. All nice and clean, no problem there at all with torn grain. And same with the end grain, no problem at all. But not sharp tools, slowly, just take your time. just hold it nice and gently. As you can see, comes off nice and easy. Lathe off, and then we'll just get the spindle gouge and just take that final nib off the end. Just doing it at the view of the camera there actually, but just that, and then a bit of abrasive paper to clean it up. That's the basic. Me can be sanded quicker than what I'm doing it in a bit more, but that's your snowman or snow person. So yeah, a quick project, can be done fairly quickly. I'd say 5 minutes and it can be done. So hopefully you like this. So stay tuned for some new videos in the early part of the new year, and do subscribe and click the like button. Thank you.